right. Howdy, hello, and welcome. It's been a while since I've gotten to do one of these. This is synergistically a festive Sunday. Offensive. I'm sorry. I'm on some anti-venom medication for a spider bite, so there might be some odd statements. I'm still getting over it. That's gnarly looking. Tom and Zord here, the Rogue Attraction. Little bit of a what's up, Nick Brown? I see some people came in early. Steve Brown, hello there. Hello there to you too. We had Mystic 89. Hello to you too. Hypnotic, nice stream yesterday. Very interesting paths, but enjoyed watching. And Nick Brown, hello, hello, hello. So we're gonna chat a little bit, and we have the Beam Pad. How do you spell that? I don't know. I don't know how to spell anything. We have Ash Lauren. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Halloween Horror Nights and Howloscream now that I've done both of them. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how I think you should probably not be spending your vacation dollar coming up because things are getting bad. And I strive myself on being honest and being unbiased towards a lot of these things and making sure that you guys don't waste money. That is my thing is that I will waste the money for you. That is always what I try to do. I try not to make it so you guys, because everyone works hard for their dollar, and if you're traveling, I don't want you guys to have that bad vacations. That's something that, like, I was that way with my family. Like, I planned on my family trips, so I gotta talk about Howloscream. I went there yesterday with Joe and Rolo, Locked in Love Latinos. We did a stream for Park Hopping. They did a stream for my channel. I have to be honest, not as good as it was last year. They really cut back, and that's sad because last year in my view, it rivaled Halloween Horror Nights in some ways. And this year they put mannequins up and dolls. Now the price to entry is so much cheaper. Like, I understand that it is so much cheaper, but still, you did a cheaper product last year that was equal in my viewpoint. And I see Dengar Renegade in here. What's up? How you doing, Dengar? And I said hello to Ash. I know you're a big Horror Nights person. And I will say this year, unequivocally so far, in terms of scare zones, I'll have to put Halloween Horror Nights a little bit above Howloscream right now. The food, we didn't really eat much. We had 2 drinks. One was just they did this whole like spin a thing and get a shot, and it was a random shot, which is an odd thing to do. Like, you're gonna spend the money. I don't know what the point is. Whatever. And then me and Rolo each had one of the cocktails they made. I think I had one that had tequila, and he had one that had rum. They were okay. They were cheaper than Universal's, and they were larger pours, so it's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard to judge. I'm gonna try some of the food next time. We just got there really late. We started at, think, the Park Hopping one at 7:30 ish, and I started mine at 8:30. It was just after I would normally eat. I'm not really a late eater. I kind of try to stop eating after a certain time of the day, you know. So, but I do plan. Normally, SeaWorld's food is actually pretty good. So I do think there'll be some good options there. Me and Merlo both picked out something if we go earlier. They had a burger stand that looked really good, and there was also a mac and cheese one that looked good. You finally bought your HHN tickets. I will tell you this, Saturday's HHN wait times looked crazy. 100 minutes for a lot of them. So Express Pass, you need that. Howloscream, not really. We did opt out of doing some of the houses. Well, I think we did 3 altogether the other night. We didn't stay that late. I'm getting a little old. You know what I mean? I'm getting a little old there. But I do think the houses were impressive. The one that I was on the stream, which was the like mermaid frozen tundra house that had a elevator scene, so it had a pre-show. I thought that was really cool. I appreciate the non-IP houses. Like, I appreciate the non-IP ones at Universal too. I don't need an intellectual property similar to like an attraction at Disney or Universal. I don't need an IP with it. Just be creative on its own. So I have to I have to reiterate and say this as always. 35 is the new 50. Yeah, you know what? Theme park mileages are hard on you, the beam pad. And what's up, Sully Bach from the Rogue Resorts in the chat? The 199s. Um, I have to say, I saw a lot of young kids at this event. I don't bring your like 6-year olds to this, please. I don't. It was not noticed in my live stream too much, but if you watch the short I put up, there's a lot of booty shaking. It's not really scary. I'm just gonna say it. So I would say SeaWorld does a really cool younger audience Halloween event earlier in the day, and you can trick or treat around the park. If you want to do that then. You're just a baby. Oh, thanks the beam pad. I'm just a baby. So that's one of the things I wanted to bring up. Like, watch the age ranges. I saw a lot of young kids there. This, um, you're correct about that, Dengar. You are correct about that. Uh, kinda. It was that way too last year, but they actually had the scare actors to offset. Um, how's the best way to put this? They have a lot of people going around selling Jello shots and like Jello shots through syringes and blood bags. It's just not meant for younger people. Like, that's my opinion. It is cheap. Like, without a doubt. Like, without a doubt, it's a good price. You can get $100 if you buy it early enough for the entire season for like 40 days of Halloween stuff. They do only Thursday. I think they only do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They don't do Wednesday. Halloween Horror Nights does do Wednesday. Halloween Horror Nights for my ticket was $754.49 with tax for 40 days with the express pass. Now, you do not need the express pass at Howloscream. The longest we waited was about 15 minutes. You do not really need the express pass at Howloscream. It's not necessary. You're fine. So that's that. The ticket gone up a little bit. It's like 150-ish right now. Tom's seeing squirrels. Maybe. I'm Italian. I talk with my hands. I'm sorry. And I might see squirrels sometimes. Squirrel. So that was the first thing I wanted to talk about. Expectations if you're traveling down for these events. Stay on property for Universal. It'll make life easier. These are late events. Howloscream goes to about 1. Halloween Horror Nights goes about to 2 in the morning. Like, these are late days. And drink lots of water. It's still hot. It's still going to be warm until the end of October. So drink lots of water. Make sure you stay hydrated. This is like the informational, boring part. We're going to talk some other stuff too, because I do want to talk Ahsoka a little bit. I do want to talk a little bit about Disney's decline right now, because they're declining. And it's honestly, as someone that has grown up in the parks, like my 30 years or 33 years of my existence, like my first trip was 18 months old. So I have like an affinity towards Disney that is might be different than others, especially in our sphere, in our community, in our fellowship. I think theme park casual probably understands where I'm coming from more so, a little bit more on the Disneyland side. But there's been a noticeable decline in a lot of things. And I can't like deny. I want you guys all to understand this. Wait. Fun fact of 3-day single day ticket. So a 3-day ticket is the same price as a frequent fear pass plus. Wow. Did not know that, Ash. Thank you for the knowledge drop there. Good thing to know if you plan to go more than once. And actually, you need that express pass. I think Stranger Things had a 200-minute wait yesterday on a Saturday. 200 minutes. Yeah, I'm not waiting 200 minutes. Even the express pass lines have been longer. I think they oversold a little bit, but the express pass line have been like about 45 minutes. I didn't see any of that last year for Halloween Horror Nights. So I think the crowds are definitely there. As for the events themselves, I think the three of the times I've been to Halloween Horror Nights, it's been kind of drizzly, so they're not running at full speed. If you get what I'm saying, like the first day I was there for the first night, it was raining. Wow, good for you, Mystic 89. That's a good deal. Hey, Novella Princess, how you doing? Boom. So, yes, lines are definitely worse than last year, and I think they actually sold more express than they did last year. Now I think this is also coming from a little bit reverse psychology here. Every single person is going to Stranger Things first thing. Everyone. Don't go there. Go somewhere else. Go to a different house. Go back there at like 12 if you can stay that late. Like just go back there at 12. Like later in the day, it goes down to like 30 minutes. Express Pass did work really well last year. Let's see. Let me catch up on chat for a second. I'm nervous. Not Scary Farm is going to be packed this year. No limit on Scary Farm season passes. Okay, that's interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that content. So here's the thing. I love watching stuff that I don't go to. So I love watching Theme Park Casual and other West Coast park people and Disneyland Paris, and that's the stuff I watch. I don't watch stuff for here. I know here. I can see that. So my virtual tourism is Theme Park Casual. I see R to the Ickies every 200 minutes for Universal ride, 5 minutes for Peter Pan. Laugh out loud. Well, no, 200 minutes for the house. I don't think any rides right now at Universal are actually hitting that high. This is actually a uniformal thing I think is going on right now, is that wallets are shrinking and vacation dollars are going a little bit shorter and shorter. Let's see, R to the Icky. Howdy to you too, Mr. to the Icky. So, oh wow, been to Disneyland once in your life. That's more than me. I've not been to Disneyland yet. I've been to Tokyo Disney and I've been to Disney World. I have to get over there. I'm trying to. It's definitely in the cards. It's just I've had some real life sometimes squashes down YouTube wanna do's. If you know what I mean. Everyone has that. Real life comes first. But let me get back to Halloween Horror Night, the scare zones, I think the scare actors are pretty good. They're very effervescent. They're very lively. They're into it. I can't wait to get over there too. Like I really want to. I need to see something new. Like I want to be somewhere where I don't know where I'm going. If that makes sense. Like I want that experience for once. Like to not be the person that knows everything and be like, oh, okay, where is this? How do I get here? Like I'm still gonna probably act that way in Disneyland. Like I'm gonna like watch videos and have the maps and I'm gonna memorize paths because I'm neurotic like that. But I want that experience. So Halloween Horror Nights, food down. The food quality has gone down. Portion sizes has gone down. Now that's everywhere on theme parks right now. The portion sizes are going down. Like I don't understand what, like, okay. So a friend of mine actually went to Victoria and Albert's recently, and they've lost their Michelin rating. First time for that restaurant ever. Their food qualities has gone down across the board. Like it's little things that unless you're there every day, you won't notice, or if you're there frequently. And honestly, like I'm not gonna say any shame to any other theme park channel and stuff like that. I'm not saying anything. The quality of the food. Disney used to be known for the quality of food, and the quality is going down. Like Disney was the park that you went to eat. Like Universal was rides, always had rides, but Disney was that culinary experience. And I'm like now there are some gems right now. There are some places that are stalwarts that um ooh okay, good to know the beam pad. And yes, thanks to that inflation. Um and it's just something that disheartens me. Like it just is a bad thing right now. Now, are there stalwarts that still seem to be doing okay? Like Olivia's, if you've never been to Olivia's in Old Key West, their breakfast brunch there is always amazing. They're consistent. And that's one of the things like I want you to know where you can go that's not expensive, that's not going to break the bank, that's been consistently good for my entire life. Like Olivia's has always been there. The only thing that upset me, they changed the conch fritters to shrimp. I can mea culpa to them. I can forgive a little bit. But yeah, the food this year at the Halloween events, at least for Universal, not worth it. Just go to a quick service if you're there. You know what I mean? Like, just go to a quick service if you're there. If you're hungry, don't waste it. There's some good desserts. When I was there, I had the peanut butter coffee Rice Krispie treat with chocolate. That was good for the $4. But that wasn't bad. It was a Rice Krispie treat for $4. And I that's one of the things I'm going to strive more now on my channel. What's up, Mr. McBeeve? And thank you, R2, doing some mod duties. Thank you for that. And Mr. Big Beef. And that's kind of one of the things I wanted to talk to you more about. Is I want to try and yeah, I'm all right. Here's the thing, and theme park casual will understand this. He's another park person. We're in feast or famine right now for the theme parks. Everything they announced at D23 for the continental parks, for the parks here, most of it was blue skies, except for things that are already being worked on. I don't think people outside, like families going down, don't understand how desperate Disney is becoming. And I will say this, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure Theme Park Casual will agree with me on this. The cast members are still pretty good. Like the cast members was and always will be what makes Disney, and same with team members at Universal, different than going to Six Flags. There's something, and there was something. I'm a former cast member. I was a tour guide. There's something about how we are taught. There was, at least. Now I'm seeing some of that fade away, but it's sparse. It's mainly with the college program, but like none of the older people are that way. But like I cannot recommend staying on property right now. I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth the price. Now, if you can get a DVC rental and you need a larger family accommodation, sure, I could say that. But I don't know. I'm at the point right now where I might be getting a little jaded with Disney. I've been there. Six Flags employees are one step above carny workers. Hey, I worked at a carnival before. I was a guy who guessed your weight. Believe it or not. I have a checkered work history, but all I'm saying is that don't take this summer. I have been on Disney cruises before, and I'm thinking about it. Disney cruises are one of the places that still seem to have that Disney magic. So I'm honestly thinking about that. I haven't done a cruise in a while. Cam, man, can I guess your weight? without seeing you, from the one time I saw you at the meetup. Okay, I can try to guess from that. You're pretty tall. Oh God, this is remembering back a while. I'm gonna say 215. This is trying to remember back from when I saw you in the meetup, but I'm gonna guess 215. I'm guessing Canman's weight at 215, maybe a little bit lower, maybe 207, in that range. I may be way off. It's hard to do it without having like the person in front of you, but that's my guess. 205 to 217. You weren't that stocky looking. You were pretty tall. If I'm way off. All right. Well, it's been a while. I'm also trying to be nice. I always underweight. I always underguessed people. But all right. So back to Halloween stuff. I was doing a little bit. This would be free form. I don't know, free form stream today. Little stream of conscious. Guess Zort's weight. Oh, I know exactly how much Zort weighs. He's like 2.1 pounds. Yeah, that's a good point. You were in a can. Oh, what's up, Keck 44? How you doing? All right, so we said Keck 44 in there. All right, so sorry. This is the stream of consciousness. I only had a couple things I wanted to talk about. One was SeaWorld Howloscream. Need to do better. Do better. Now I'm not gonna write it off yet. Me and Rolo and Joe, I think, in Beardo are gonna go back this coming Friday. I think. That's cool. Carnivals can be fun. Things go through him so quickly. I mean, every time I turn the camera around, I have to go find a little, like, he goes in the trash cans. If you wanted to know, he goes in the trash cans. So like I just like kind of lean him over the trash can when he has to go. It's he doesn't like people seeing, but it happens sometimes. What can you say? He just I'm not talking bad. Nothing bad at all. So Howloscream has time. I do think we left it around. Dude, don't we all want to have Zort's metabolism? We all want that. They should land shark to their horror nights. Honestly, okay, so we did 2 houses for Howloscream. I do think that there were more scare actors as they got later. So I'm wondering if it was like a shift change, like people are early right when you walked in, and then. So I'm not writing it off yet. It is a lot cheaper, like I said, $100 or $150 right now. So we'll see. It was still fun. We didn't do any of the rides. We kind of left. We were a little bit fuddy-duddy. We were a little bit old people. It was like, oh, it's 11 o'clock, and we both got to drive like 50 minutes to get home. All right, we might as well go. Like that was the kind of the feel. Like we got to the point where like, all right, it started raining a little bit harder, and that's okay. Everyone throws me off. That's number one thing for the chat to do is throw me off. That's fine. And yeah, the pellets, luckily it's not runny. There's no runny poop. So it's all pellets. It's pretty dry poop. Zord's a little mad at me talking about his bathroom habits, but it's okay. What's up, Polymes Minion? I don't know if I said hi before, but what's up? I'm sorry. I think I brought up one of your chats about friend working in the carny environment. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. So Halloween Horror Nights is crowded. It's oddly crowded and oddly paced. It's not as I don't think it's as good as last year's. Being 100% on the level, I don't think it's as good as last year's. The way they move the scare zones now, you don't have that big entrance, the smoke machines going. You don't have the Pumpkin Lord coming out and going, well, I'm the Pumpkin Lord. You have Dr. Oddfellow, standing over to the side. You have to walk in and see On the side, there's Dr. Oddfellow. He's like, well, hello, welcome. Like, it just doesn't seem as theatrical. It doesn't seem as big. I think it actually is cheaper for them since they didn't have a big, huge like costume thing with like foam coming out of him and burping and farting. Yeah, Pumpkin Lord farted. That's why I liked him. He was human. But as a shoulder pocket for the pellets. Oh God, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. They're being bad. Their budget on Minions Cafe, maybe. I was told by team members there cannot be any Halloween stuff. So none of the Minions rides are open at all during Halloween Horror Nights. They're all closed. The cafe I think is open, which is interesting, and you can get the ice pops. So the food is open. Oh, I don't drink those. I'm an apple cider dude. Like I don't do pumpkin spice. Give me a good apple cider, maybe with a little rum, but a good apple cider is the way to go. I was never a pumpkin spice lad. I don't know why pumpkin spice became the thing. Give me a good apple cider, good hard cider. That's good. And Zort likes farting, particularly on hot girls. I can't deny that. I cannot deny that he does like doing that. It's his pastime. He's got a Guinness Book World Record for it. You can look it up. Zort, most number of hot girls farted on in 2022. Riley's Farm for fresh pressed apple. Ooh. I am boozy about my ciders. I want them cold pressed or fresh pressed. I don't do the whole. It's got to be the right way. We're getting off track here. I'm thinking about apple ciders now, and I'm thinking about taking a trip up to Helen, Georgia to get some peach cider and wine. Sorry, mind track lost. Back on track. So yeah, Halloween Horror Nights has been crowded. Has been a little bit longer lines than last year. Food has been less flavorful. I did like the Blutterburger, but it's like a 6 pound. Tom, please get back on track. I'm doing it. Oh, okay. Good to know. So the Blutterburger was good. I've had one or two other things. I'm trying to spread it out, like pace it through the season. Howloscream had like 5 food booths that I could see. Some of them look pretty good. There's a taco one that looked really good. The problem is both Joe and Rolo are picky eaters. And like I'm not. I don't like mushrooms. That's the only thing I don't like. But besides that, I'm up for anything. And so I wasn't gonna get like food while they weren't. You think that could there be something under my hat? I was going to try and find something, but I had nothing small enough to fit. So, sorry. I was going to put Thor Frog in my hat, but he's too big. Hello. I have no excuse to wear this guy. I have to find one. I was like, oh, it's Throg. I don't know what got clipped. Worst magic trick ever, Tom. I know. I'll try anything once. That's what she said. Said I didn't have anything small enough to make it fit. I don't. Well, technically, he made himself disappear. Cheers to you. That's fine. All right, back to theme parks. Back to talk. I didn't want to talk. He's too big. I've heard that before. All right. So rounding off Halloween Horror Nights, I still think it's worth going once. I would do a stay and scream, get in there early so you can, because if you do the stay and scream, you can see the pre-show, the ceremony. That's worth it. The other thing that's worth it that I haven't done yet, they have a private tour that is like expensive beyond my ability to write off. And that you can take pictures of the insides of the houses and stuff like that for Halloween Horror Nights. It might be worth it. I do not know yet. I'm thinking about it, but it's just sort of like, do I really need to spend that much money? It's, a couple of thousand, like $1,000 or so. I already spent enough on this stuff. Tom Bad. Sorry. Good vibes. Big boned. So I want to talk a little bit about Ahsoka and a little bit about One Piece, just kind of because this is S.O.S. So this is theme parks, this is pop culture, this is everything. This is my show that lets me vent and rant about things when I'm not inside a park, because I can't rant inside a park. It's a bad idea. I look weird. I already have it's going to be quick, Dengar. Ahsoka's going to be less than a minute. Member berries were a big part of it. It was great seeing Hayden Christensen. I think that's the only thing that I liked. And he made Rosario Dawson look like a fool in the show. I don't take the idea that it's a dream sequence. Just some of the lines that Hayden said don't make sense if it's a dream sequence. Was it good? No. Was it fun to watch? Kinda. That's my main thing. Like, what am I expecting from this? What am I expecting now? This is from the same person who did kids shows, so I'm expecting kids show level of entertainment. And seeing the Clone Wars in a way, seeing young Ahsoka, seeing Hayden Christensen wear the Clone Wars armor, like, there was something cool about that. I'm not gonna lie about it. But what it's inside of is soulless. So it's hard to feel anything. Okay, first of all, I've gotten this a lot, right? And my question is, why didn't Obi-Wan? See you later, R2. Have a good night. So here's the thing I don't understand. Why didn't Obi-Wan tell Luke that Vader was his father right away? Right? And we never saw Anakin with Luke either, which I think is odd, right? I think that's bad writing. But if he was a dream, why would Anakin say I've heard that before? Why would Ahsoka know that? Why would that be in her dream? I don't. If it's just a dream, that line of dialogue does not make sense in terms of having it. And then it also makes it very. I don't know. I don't give much credit to Dave Filoni. I don't give much credit to anything Disney Star Wars right now, but I'm not going to deny the fact that Hayden being in there and being Anakin, and he was Anakin. Like, what it seems to me is that he is the balance. He fulfilled his prophecy. He became the balance, because he went from light side to dark side in an instant. He was the balance in the force. That's what he became. Now, how do the force ghosts go inside the world between worlds? I don't know. Are they ghosts in there? We haven't seen that. We don't know. I don't know. There's nothing to talk about it. There's nothing canon written down. And they change canon back and forth. But I'm not going to deny that I had some fun watching that sequence. Everything else, eh. Yes, I agree. I'm just saying nothing in Star Wars is told to people, right? That's not how Star Wars works. Yeah, Jason Sindula, he's not trained in the Force. He's not trained. He's Force sensitive. His father had high levels of the Force. And also, it does not explain genetics in this world at all. Like, okay, he just got green hair from her green skin. She has no the tentacles. I'm not going to go into Star Wars mating knowledge, but this just seems weird. Figure like he'd be a little bit more alien looking, not just having green hair, because I don't know if that green would have transferred that way. Maybe his skin could have been green. I don't know. It just seems odd that that's what came over. But yeah, the Force is being too easily found, too easily used. I'm watching this just to see when Ezra comes back. I'm watching it to see how Thrawn comes back. Last episode, and honestly, Balin, like Ray Stevenson's Balin's character is so intriguing to me in terms of a Star Wars character. Like that character should have had his own show. Seeing a Jedi, he is still a Jedi. He is not a Sith. He is calm. He's collected. He's reserved. He has that strength. Like I have not seen a Star Wars. Hey, what's up, Nikki? Hello. I haven't seen a Star Wars character since Balin, or as like Balin. Balin, I like that character. Okay, Jeffrey Giordano. I Rams not win NFL. I don't know anything about NFL. I agree with that. I've listened to Star Wars Theory's video on what he thinks. I've listened to Ryan's. I watched Jay's stream about it. Dooku's close. Dooku's close. But Dooku did not have the same presence. There's something about Ray, rest in peace to Ray Stevenson, as Smoke and Thrill says. But there's something about seeing someone of his stature, right? Like this big hulking knight. Walking. Also, congratulations to Nikki and Salty Inferno on hitting 1K. Like, congratulations to you guys. I saw that happened a little bit ago. Claps and congratulations to you guys both. You guys make awesome videos. I try to check them out as much as I can. All right, Jeffrey Giordano, WWE SmackDown, The Rock back. Oh yeah, he came back. I think yes, he did. You're right. You're right about that. You are really, really trying. People are trying to derail my conversation about look. I haven't had many characters in new Star Wars and Disney Star Wars that I've connected to. I didn't even really connect to Mando. I didn't connect to Grogu. I correct to Queel. Queel. I liked him. I liked this is the way. This is the way. I've spoken. Like I liked him. He had to die, but I liked him. And Balin was a character that I he reminded me a lot of people that I've known. He reminded me a lot. Well, Cal Kestis is video game. Cal Kestis is video games, and I do love Cal Kestis. I love Marin. Those characters in the games are really well done. I still have to finish that last boss battle. I'll have to do that soon. And you're welcome, of course, Nikki. You're welcome. I just realized are those glowing pink eyes in your avatar? That's a little creepy. Anytime the witch is talking, oh, okay. Well, she wasn't a. I don't like the fact that they just made her a Night Sister. If you're talking about who you're talking about, I don't like the fact they just made her Night Sister. But I'm so looking forward to Balin's more screen time for Balin. I don't think we're going to see much of Thrawn. He's going to be in the last episode. That's what we're going to see. It's going to be that last episode. We'll have Thrawn. I don't want to see Sabine on screen. Sabine is annoying, and I don't like her. Like Hera, I can deal with a little bit, and Ahsoka's kind of quiet, but Sabine's just so different than the Rebels character by far, and they changed a lot of how Luke. All right, so someone put along the fact that this is happening, not happening concurrent with Book of Mando season 3 or something like that, because they were showing that how the like Naboo speeder saw the Purgle, and that was the Naboo speeder seeing Ahsoka leave. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't pay for Disney Plus. I get it through family connections. So I'm gonna watch the stuff. I'll talk about it when I want to talk about it. I'll be honest about it and try only deal with it. Hey, they finally gave some eye candy in a Disney Star Wars show. Can you? I mean, they finally did. I I think Dave Filoni has or the cameraman has some thoughts for Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I know. I've seen your post, the beam pad. I know. Ahsoka and Book of Boba Fett didn't even bring up Thrawn to Luke. This is I don't know the timing. They're so very flippant about this time when this is taking place, because we get the reenactment in the first 2 episodes of the end of Rebels, which would be before Mando and Book of Boba Fett. I have no clue when this is going on at all, to be honest. Is this before Mando? I think it is. Let's look. Does anyone actually have a concrete explanation of timing of when Ahsoka takes place? All right, let's see. Roughly around 9 ABY. So the man. Okay, so according to this, it's the same time frame as Mando. So is between. So it takes place the same time as Mandalorian season 3. Yeah. What? What? How do you not go to Luke, the most powerful Force being? at this point in time. Like, how? I can understand Han and Leia not being there. Okay, yeah, they're doing political things. They're up in the politicking. But I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm not. Like, I'm sorry. You just need another. Yeah, it might be member berries. It might be whatever. But the fact that you do not have a scene of Luke and Anakin together talking, like, there should be a Force Ghost Anakin, Luke, Ahsoka talking in this series, because Luke should be like, "Yeah, I felt my dad. I felt my dad. What y'all talking about? How come you didn't bring this up before with the little green guy around? Like, you knew my pops back then. He didn't talk about you much. Did mom know about you? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a conversation needs to be had at some point. I don't know why I'm going Southern. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did not mean to go that way. I just feel like it'd be that type of thing. Like, oh, hey, how come your side piece is still alive, but Mama don't? Mama ain't here no more. Just saying. Luke may ask that. Also, like, when is she supposed to be, like 50 something now? All right. Enough Ahsoka. I think that I will finish. I'll keep watching, just because I'm morbidly curious. That's me. I'm just morbidly curious. I do want to talk a little bit about One Piece. I finished One Piece in a day. I don't have Netflix, so I used a password from someone for Netflix. Personal reasons. Ever since Cuties, I don't use Netflix anymore. And it is. They did a great job at adapting what were the 44 episodes of the anime into this season. Luffy, like, their casting is pitch perfect. I'm so glad Oda was there to work on this with them. I'm looking forward. Apparently, it's going to be 12 seasons, so that could be the longest Netflix series ever at 12 seasons. It was fun. I loved every minute of it. And it just shows that creative teams can do this, can do stuff for the fans when the creator's involved. Simple. It's like Dune or or Maverick or Mission Impossible. Whenever the person that actually cares about the property is there, we get good things. That's all we need. We need the people that care back. I won't go into spoilers or anything like that, but I do think some of the effects were a little uncanny valley, but not too much so, since they're supposed to be devil fruit eaters. So since he had the gum fruit, I don't think it's like an otherworldly power anyway. So I don't think the stretching or any of the effects, in my viewpoint, were off-putting in any way. No, like, too much uncanny valley for me. Have any of you been watching One Piece? You guys like it? Is it something that you're enjoying? No? Yes? Chat? Anyone? Going once? Going twice? Don't haven't seen it yet. It's worth it. I think it's worth a watch. I don't think you do not need to know too much. They introduce characters very well. I think that's, like, the best thing I can say. Like, you don't need to know too much about it. I've seen all 1,059 episodes of the anime, and I've read the manga. Um, it took a long time. You're on episode 6, Nick Brown said. Uh, it's not. It's one of the few westernly done. But if you've ever watched the Rurouni Kenshin live action films made in Japan, those are really well done live action counterparts to the anime and manga. So I do think, hey, let's see you later, Theme Park Casual. Have a wonderful week coming up. Thank you for hanging out. Bye bye. It's worth watching. I'm gonna slowly try and get Jeremy to watch Initial D, some more non-recent animes. I feel like a lot of their talk is all things too early, too new. Gotta get some stuff from like the early 2000s and 90s. Yes, Kenshin is very good. Even some of the Japanese ones are terrible. I agree with that. I wasn't a big fan of the Attack on Titan live action. It wasn't terrible, but I wasn't that big of a fan. Not gonna go too far into otaku stuff right now. Just wanted to bring up One Piece. Kind of also wanted to talk about. I'm gonna ask this. AC Mirage is looking good. I've been watching a lot on Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed series, but I stopped playing after Black. Well, I played Syndicate, so I stopped playing after Syndicate. Unity was great. I think Unity had bugs, but in terms of parkour and city and the way the game looked, it was one of my favorite looking with the downwards parkour, upwards parkour. They kind of got rid of all that with Origins and Odyssey and Valhalla and all that. I stopped playing when they became RPGs. Yeah, you cannot make it live action. It's too hard. I would not want to see the live action Titan. Yeah, no. They're too weird looking. I don't want to see that ever. Um so I'm looking forward to that. I think gaming, oddly enough, besides like the Starfield stuff, I think gaming might be on an uptick. Um Personally speaking, like looking at what's coming out and looking at some of the things coming. Armored Core 6 was amazing. I've been playing some of that. Um I don't know. I think we might be losing stuff in media, but we might be gaining stuff on the gaming side of things, unless the strike hits it, in which case that sucks, because it does. Ubisoft might be making a turnaround. I don't know. I don't know who's an Assassin's Creed fan in here. I know it's not my normal, but I've been watching. Ever like I had like 3 days basically lying in bed from the spider bite. So I was watching stuff like I was watching Pawn Stars. Like I was just watching stuff, and then like I saw a bunch of 4-hour gameplay demos of Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right. Me, Star Wars, Clone Wars, only Battlefront. Yeah, yeah, okay. EU maps too. I'm. I wonder what happened to Star Wars Eclipse from Quantic Dreams, because that game's not being talked about anymore. But oh, there's Star Wars Outlaws. Girl power. Which should have just been Dr. Aphra. But whatever. They could have made the game just Dr. Aphra. I don't know. I'm at the point where it's like, it is what it is. Back to High Republic getting shut down, I think. I don't know much from the High Republic. I haven't read any of the books. I haven't read anything High Republic, but I know they're doing the remake of KOTOR, and that worries me. Yeah, that worries me. I don't like the idea of remakes coming in. Remaster is fine. Give me new graphics. Leave the game and dialogues alone. But I don't want a remake of KOTOR. I have KOTOR on my phone. Star Wars babies? Like Muppet babies? No joke. I would, and like a baby Chewbacca would be adorable. I'm just saying, little baby Chewbacca running around. Oh, oh. I don't know. That'd be cute. I still want a video game where I can play as a Chewbacca. I want a Wookiee. I want a Wookiee game where you play as a Wookiee bounty hunter chasing after Grogu for some reason. That's a Wookiee chasing Yoda. I don't know why. That seems hilarious to me. Gungi. Oh, didn't he get a wood lightsaber? Wasn't there a Wookiee that got a wood lightsaber? I think so. Wookiee with wood lightsaber. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he got a wooden lightsaber. He made his own. Oh, come on, you could do something with him. He's yes. I want Gungi. Let's bring Gungi back. I might be the only person that wants that. I'm okay with that, but I might be the only person. I wouldn't be surprised if Star Wars Babies is coming. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the Grogu thing has run its course. They need new babies. I'm surprised there wasn't some baby Purgle in this episode of Ahsoka. I am surprised. I don't want to give them ideas. Luke to train it. Dude, if Gungi was Luke's first apprentice, comes out of nowhere. They keep bringing Jedi back. Gungi and Luke. Luke gets his own Wookiee. Chewbacca comes by every once in a while, gives some brotherly advice. Good Gungi. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. All right. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. Besides the fact that I'm going to say right now, if you're planning a trip in the future, just wait for Epic Universe to open up. Take a year, save some money, wait for Epic Universe to open up. Don't come down to Florida right now. Now, if there is a meetup in February, obviously, come down. I'd love to say hi to y'all. Like, if there's a meetup for Geeks and Gamers in February with MegaCon, come down. Say hi if you can. I'll say hi. I like talking to people. But otherwise, if you're planning your own vacations, wait until Epic Universe. Wait for it to be open. This is we're getting to like those big R words, recession type of things. Theme parks, ain't worth it right now. And I'm coming from someone who loves them. Like I have a hard time justifying stuff sometimes now. So you all have to realize that. And this is me being honest. I will show you the theme parks and I'll continue showing the theme parks. I would not be coming this summer unless there's some great deals coming. If Universal and Disney get like nervous because people are tightening their wallets and their pocketbooks, you might see some good deals this summer, and I will let you know as soon as I see them. But I honestly think that right now things are getting too real to spend some time in fantasy. I thank all of y'all for hanging out. I'm gonna try and have some people on next time. I did this last minute, so next Sunday I'll try and get some peeps on so we can have a better conversation, not just me ranting. Although I love a good rant. And besides that, I'll probably try to do a member stream coming up. I am trying to iron out when Melanie will be on for Perfect Park Day. We're in communication still. So it's just trying to figure out a day that will work for her. But get Nikki. Nikki's in the group chat for this stream. She's always welcome. But she's working on her own video because she has to work on her video. Oh, no problem. Everyone have a good night. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for chatting. I'm going to try and get a game stream in this week some point. But everyone have a wonderful rest of the day. And I have an outro. I think. I do. Bye, everyone. Have a good week. And I will see you at some point in the parks this week. Getting back to it.